welcome to another episode of the Totally Not a Podcast. I am your host, Jake. Joining us today, over to my right, we've got Connor.
Hello.
And then further over to my right, we've got Kiba.
Hey-o.
Hey,
and that's
Jake.
Jake.
That's me.
Hey, buddy.
Today we're going to be hanging out. We're going to be having a good time, talking about everything under the sun, life, love, and the pursuit of...
not getting your information leaked during the infamous 4chan hack of 2025.
Dude, that was like yesterday.
April 14th, actually, day before
Dude, that's
yesterday.
two yesterday. Hey, way to date this.
That's 2 yesterdays. That's 2 yesterdays. You said yesterday. How am I dating it by saying 2 yesterdays?
Oh, man. Yeah. How awesome is that? You guys 4chaners?
Nope. Actually, no. I spent a decent chunk of time combing through 4chan to get information for some of the scripts and stuff I've written on videos, but it's mostly just to find links to lost media.
Yeah.
4chan is kind of a cancer.
Can be.
But at the same time, most of the internet slang, memes, and media like substance comes from 4chan in some way or another, and I feel like a lot of people don't give it the credit it deserves for its attribution to what we consider meme culture, you know?
Last time we did this whole thing, we did a special bonus video version of the podcast. Connor wasn't here. Hey.
I was out of town.
Yeah. Kiba and I just got together and we did something a little different. Go check it out if you guys haven't already. I thought it was fun. I had a good time with it.
I thought it was a great time. I feel like it came out as wonderful content as well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching it.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Yeah.
I liked all the transitions you did.
That was all Kiba. Kiba's the master snapper.
I am.
Hell yeah.
Hey, there it is. He just did it.
He did the thing. He did the thing.
Hold on.
Well, are we somewhere else?
Yes, we are.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Bring us back.
We're in the bathroom now, baby.
Oh, fuck. As always, at the tail end of the show, we have some fun games to play. If you watch the bonus podcast, I gave a tease as to what one of the games is going to be.
You didn't give a tease to the game. You told me everything about the game.
It's just a small tease.
And that's how we know that he didn't watch it.
See, I guess I missed that part. I really did watch some. I really did watch some of
the
it.
whole segment where we spoiled it.
Now, I know you were in the truck, you were in the car, you were outside of the coffee shop over there, and that's all I got. I remember you ended off at the house.
Those are definitely
office.
places we filmed at.
Those
See?
were locations.
See, I
Those
know
were
that
locations.
because I watched some of it.
Are you sure you don't know that because we showed it to you last week?
You did show some of it.
Yeah, that is true. That's very true.
But I really, really did watch some of it. I had it on, and I paid attention to a little bit of it.
But yeah, we have some fun games. As always, it is first to 75 Jake bucks on who will be the game champion. So hey, maybe this week one of you will be. Almost certainly you won't, but maybe. Who's to say? Find out.
But I'm gonna beat the dick off of Connor.
I know you're gonna beat something off. Absolutely. So everyone, stick around. Stick around. We'll see what happens. Hey, did you guys hear about this fucking crazy Minecraft movie?
Oh my god!
Yes.
I have heard nothing about anything else besides this fucking Minecraft movie for like a week.
Did you guys have any interest in seeing it?
Fuck no.
No, not even a little bit. I'm honestly
Sick of hearing about it?
No, a hot take. I'm fucking sick of Jack Black.
Jack
Really?
Black, really? I like Jack
I'm
Black.
sick of Jack Black. I don't think that dude's funny anymore.
I think he's lost it.
I don't think he ever had it. I think that he had some good scripts that made him really funny. And realistically, an actor can play a part that's not who they are.
Oh yeah, I mean that's acting.
Yeah, so I think he had some scripts that wrote him into a funny part, and he did incredibly well portraying that comedy.
Yeah.
And then everybody made Jack Black the character.
Right.
Instead of him playing other characters. And I don't like Jack Black playing Jack Black. I like Jack Black playing other characters.
Like what character sticks out? Like School of Rock? Like that era?
Yeah, School of Rock, even though that one, a lot of who Jack Black is now was taken from that.
Right.
But I like Jack Black in like the Nacho Libre era.
It's funny. It's the same director as
Yeah.
Minecraft, Jared
Yeah.
Hess. It's the same director.
Well, we'll get into that later. But yeah, I think that's like the peak of Jack Black's era when Jack Black knew, oh, I can play a part and be incredibly silly.
Yeah.
But I'm just playing a part.
See, surprisingly enough, I have not seen very many of his movies. I just see him all over social media and stuff, and I think he's a fucking cool dude, man.
I think he's really
he
cool
tries
too.
hard.
Yeah.
I think he's really
he's
cool,
really
yeah.
cool as a person, but I think his comedy is too forced. It's when things aren't funny, he thinks he can make them funny by laughing louder.
Yeah, see, I do
The
see
Jimmy
what
Fallon approach.
Yeah,
I do see what you're saying.
being
but-
more bombastic and louder does not make you funnier. It just makes you a nuisance.
Yes, it does. That's what
Coming from
people
the
want.
resident person on our channel who just yells very loudly.
You're right, I do. I yell
Yeah.
very loudly when it's time to.
Sure. Not just because. You're not doing it right now.
Exactly. Right now, we are smooth jazzing through this intro to the podcast, and I am having a wonderful time. My voice has been level, and I hate Jack Black.
That's fine. Yeah, I actually really like Jack Black. I think that he is becoming oversaturated. For sure, I definitely think that, but I like Jack Black.
So,
I like him to the point where if he was a coworker of mine, he'd be one of my favorite coworkers.
See, that's something I want to point out. I like Jack Black. I just don't like this Jack Black. I don't like Jack Black playing Jack Black in movies. I grew up watching and loving Jack Black movies, and I grew up watching the charitable things he did and thinking that's super fucking sick. I wish I could be a part of that. But it's just that he's oversaturated, and much like Coldplay music, I don't like it anymore because I've heard it too many times.
Are you a Tenacious D fan?
I'm not, actually.
I'm really not either,
I really
honestly.
think Tenacious D is one of those things where he tried too hard.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where they said, oh, there's a stereotype about metal music listeners. Let's go ahead and make sure they can never escape it. Let's just dig that knife into their spine and make sure that everyone for the rest of time thinks they're pieces of shit.
The fans of Tenacious D are rabid, and I've listened to a few tracks trying to get into them, and I can appreciate it for what it is, but
in my opinion, Tenacious D is Coheed and Cambria if you bought it on eBay.
Timu version.
Yeah, it's like Coheed and Cambria, except oh man, it hurts my voice when I sing that high.
See, I feel kind of the same way Jake's about it. I appreciate it for what it is. I see the humor in the music, and I have said before that if they were to take music more seriously, they could probably create some cool music.
I think you and me had a conversation at work about, like, if they actually gave a shit about music, they are very talented musicians.
Absolutely.
You know?
I don't know what his name is, but the bald dude that plays guitar, he fucking shreds,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
Kyle
the one that
Gass.
Jack Black just kicked out of the band. Oh, that's the first
the first
2003
one.
Toyota Corolla of the day!
Oh my God, he's always dropping it on the podcast.
Woo! Wouldn't be a
It's
podcast
not
without
just a
Connor
podcast.
dropping a vape.
Ugh,
You hear it on the videos and stuff too. That's how we know it's a Toyota.
jeez.
It's reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Sunday morning.
Yeah. It always comes once a week.
That's interesting.
I know
What about
that's
Jumanji?
Okay. New Jumanji?
Yeah, new Jumanji. No, not for you.
No.
Never seen it.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. I watched the first one. I was in a bit of a stupor when I watched it. Little intoxicated, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
So like, I thought it was pretty good, and then early in my relationship with my current significant other, tried to watch it again, and it just did not hit.
It's just instant no-go.
Yeah, and I love her to death. She's a very normal girl. She
Yeah.
finds stuff like that funny. Didn't hit for her either.
Really?
Yeah, and that's when I was like, wow, maybe this is a children's movie that was made for kids, not made for kids and parents. Just didn't land for me the same way stuff like Toy Story movies land for me.
Yeah.
I can still watch Toy Story to this day.
Exactly.
I mean, Toy Story, the first three movies
They're
are like
timeless.
masterpieces.
Yeah.
Brooke and I actually watched the first Toy Story, probably at this point, like 2 years ago. But it was the first time that I had watched it in probably 20 years. And there was a lot of shit in it that I never would have thought would be in a kid's movie.
Yeah,
Or, like
it's-
at the time I didn't realize was even funny.
They
you
used to
know?
make kids movies for kids and their parents.
Yeah.
And now kids don't watch movies with their parents as much. It's mostly their parents handing them something to watch a movie on. So there's a lot
Yeah.
of kids media that's just not as enjoyable for the whole spectrum of people as it used to be.
That makes total sense.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay for kids to have stuff that's just for them.
Oh, absolutely.
Same way we have shit like fucking Taken and...
Shit, that's just for adults.
Taken is right where you went to.
Well, that's a movie that I would never show a kid. That's why I went to that
Taken,
one.
really?
I would have
That's-
said,
Yeah, dude.
I would have said porn.
Yeah, I would have went for something a lot more graphic than
I don't
fucking
go.
Taken.
I don't fucking go watch porn when there are people in the room with me hanging out like a kid would watch Bluey.
Oh, well, you know, some people do.
But yeah, my first thought would have been something like Pulp Fiction or something
Well,
like really
Pulp
hard.
Fiction,
but
I feel like
Taken,
it's stylized-
Taken's so soft.
It is, but it touches on such heavy sexual themes, and it's
It's,
so
yeah.
based on them that when I think about stuff like Pulp Fiction, it's tough, but it's so comicized, in my opinion, that like I watched it when I was 10 years old, and I enjoyed that movie. You know,
Like, what's a gimp? Don't worry about it.
like,
Don't worry about it.
those things became jokes to me. I'm gonna be honest. If I watched Taken at 10, that would have been a horror movie to me.
Afraid you would have got taken?
Not necessarily afraid I would have got taken, but just the themes are too real.
Yeah.
They're a little too
they
possible.
are real.
Where yeah, and Pulp Fiction is, wow, this is insane that these things could line up and this could even remotely become possible.
Fiction's in the name.
Yeah.
The GIMP thing reminds me of something. I was at home with Aiden the other day. We were watching one of our videos, and I said something about, it looks like you're giving back shots. And he goes, what is that? And I just said, I don't know. I just hear it on the internet a lot.
Nice cover. Nice cover.
Yeah, good save, kid.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't hear this and go, wait, hang on.
Yeah, he did follow it up with like, I've heard that it has a bunch of meanings and some of it's weird and whatever. And I just kind of said, it probably does.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
You ever got shot in the back, kid? Then don't ask about it.
Anyways, Minecraft. You guys gonna go and throw your fucking popcorn everywhere?
No, absolutely not.
If I were to go see it, I probably would.
I bet you would. Out of all three of us, I bet you would.
If I was in a movie theater full of
Yeah.
people throwing popcorn around, I'd be like, shit, fuck. Boom!
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
You'd be throwing
So-
some popcorn back shots, buddy.
Nah, I probably would not do
What
that
I'm
in all
learning is
reality.
that if a riot started anywhere near Connor, he would also start looting and
Immediately.
start lighting people's cars on fire. He'd say,
I could use some shoes.
fucking, one person breaks a window, Connor looks at his watch and goes, well, and just starts fucking
It's
breaking
time,
shit.
let's go.
That's my cue.
Man, I think it's so wild that I don't even know how it started. It just suddenly became a thing.
Well, it
and
started because of the zombie chicken, right?
It's the chicken jockey
The
scene.
chicken jockey scene, yeah.
Yeah,
It started because that scene is an ode to a YouTuber that passed away, right?
Sure.
Is it really? See, I know that.
I have no
That-
idea.
I'm very vague on this. I don't know if this is science.
I was gonna
but
say, I know that movie is riddled with stuff like that, like odes
references
to, this
to
and that, references,
YouTubers
yeah.
and stuff. But
I don't
as
know
far as
him.
I'm aware, I think that scene is like a Easter egg to a popular YouTuber that passed away, and it was one of those things where one group of kids on TikTok did one thing, and then everybody else said, "Oh, we're gonna do that
That's
too."
funny. I gotta do that.
And within 2 days, it was everywhere
It was
because
caught
so
like
many people
wildfire,
had done
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Did you see the one where the people brought the actual live chicken into the theater?
I have not.
Please
Yeah.
tell me what happened.
So
How did
it's,
this happen? How did they get the chicken in?
I have no idea how they got the chicken in, A, and then B, kept it quiet through the whole movie. But they had a live chicken. There was a video of them in the lobby with it, like under his fucking jacket or whatever. And then in the theater itself, the chicken jockey scene, and he pulls out the chicken, and then lets it loose. And then they abandon it there
What
in the
the
theater.
fuck?
So the
Really?
workers then had to chop its head off. I don't know what the fuck they
Figure out
did
what
with
to
it.
do with
Yeah,
this chicken.
fry up some chicken
And
afterwards. I
Some
don't
poor
know.
woman got mad at me for cussing at geese.
That is very true. Yeah, that did happen.
Fucking man, the internet brings out the worst in people.
Yeah, it's a cancer. It really is.
She could have been using her powers for good.
She could have been.
Instead, she wasted them on my reel.
She thinks she's doing good by calling out, quote, bad behavior, but fucking shut up.
Yeah, no, not really interested in going to see it or contributing to that mess.
No.
Although I will say, I think it's harmless to throw popcorn.
Think it's harmless?
Yeah, I do. I think the people who work at that theater might be a little annoyed, but the amount of money it's making them and bringing in for their job is going to outweigh that heavily. And yeah,
That
popcorn
has
is a pain
zero
in the ass.
effect on
I was
their
gonna say, I
paycheck.
don't think
It
That's
doesn't. It
zero
doesn't have an
effect.
effect on their paycheck, but it does have an effect on the lasting of their job. Because theaters, a lot of smaller theaters are closing.
They are. They are.
And they're closing rapidly. And this is the kind of thing that could keep small theaters open. And as much as I hate to say it, those small theaters, the owner probably doesn't give a fuck about paying a little bit extra to have people sweep up popcorn. Because they paid for that popcorn, which made them money.
Probably doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, they paid for that popcorn that they all bought there, which made them a fuck ton of money on that showing. They all bought at least one ticket to get there. They all sat through a movie. And yeah, they probably threw their popcorn, but I guarantee they spent more money than just on their popcorn. And yeah, it's going to fill a lot of trash bags, but it's going to take 20 minutes because you could just get a broom and a fucking pan and sweep it up.
The one thing I will say about that is I wouldn't agree that it's totally harmless because it probably does fucking piss off the employees that work there. They probably see it and go, dude, fucking come on. And whatever.
Yeah.
But that's probably, now that you have painted a picture, that's the only downside I can really think of.
I will also say that I have spent a lot of time at movie theaters as a kid, especially the Dollar Theater that closed up here and the AMC Theater, the one in the mall, because, I mean, I can never afford to go in, but I spent a lot of time hanging out there because we can hang out at the mall.
Yeah.
Those employees, for the most part, they don't have a lot going on in between showings. There will be bursts of time where they're stuck at the desk so they can sell certain tickets for certain movies or they can refill something. But most of the time, there's one person at the desk and there's two people who are just kind of walking around checking on stuff.
Yeah.
They're not busy.
I will
know
say
they don't
the
get paid a ton, but
I will say the time you have in between showings to actually clean is very minuscule.
It can be. Yeah.
And on top of that, fucking huge dick move to all of the families and kids and parents who are actually there to want to watch it.
Oh yeah,
True.
Yeah, to then suddenly be disrupted and have a live chicken running around, or have popcorn thrown at the back of someone's head, or all this.
I just want to point out real quick, I think everything else is shit.
Yes.
I think throwing popcorn is also shitty, but I don't think it's this, people shouldn't be allowed into this movie anymore thing. I think,
I'm
it's
not
funny,
saying that
but it's going to be over in a few days, so it's only going to cause 2 or 3 days of panic for a couple people that work at a couple theaters.
Yeah.
It sucks, but the revenue is going to outweigh the bad. It's all of the other bad behavior.
See,
That's the problem.
Going back a little bit to something you said, I don't know exactly what you said that made me think of this, but I did see one video where it seemed like one guy was there with his family just kind of filming people lose their fucking shit.
Yeah.
And he was laughing about it, but you hear him going, holy shit, dude, what are these kids doing? And whatever.
It's been a while since I've seen a like crazy trend like that just take off at a theater.
And
within days like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I know I have a heavily contrarian take on that. I think everything else about that trend is shitty. I just honestly, I think that there are some things like that that are just fun, and that it's okay to have a fun thing pop up in a world that's full of shit. It's okay to have some fun small stuff, like we all get so excited to go to this movie and we get all our friends and our family together and we go and we toss popcorn at one scene.
Yeah, see, those kids going to see that movie, they've probably gone their whole life playing Roblox, playing Minecraft,
and they will remember
it the entire time.
They will probably remember and tell stories about that time they got with their best friend and their big brother and went to see the Minecraft movie, and they got to see that scene and they got to throw their popcorn up in the air above them.
You're absolutely right. They probably will.
And I think that there are some things in this world that, they're a bit of a mess. Like, I don't know, at the end of the war when everybody threw their fucking hats and ties into the streets, nobody was complaining about cleaning that shit up because the fucking war was over.
That is true. The war being over and the Minecraft movie finally coming out.
So close. I know.
Fucking
right there. Jared S., thank God. Thank God for your service.
If you look at how many people have Googled both things, it is probably right about the same.
I mean, you're probably right.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think culturally, there's some moments that we can just be happy.
I will say I am glad that the Minecraft movie is doing well and getting people to go to the movies. As someone who goes all the time and very regularly sits in pretty empty theaters, I mean, I am glad that people are going.
Yeah. I'm also glad that they're doing right by video game movies, because as much as I'm not excited to see it, it seems like it's true to tone.
Seems like someone did their homework.
It does.
For sure.
Somebody very much did, from all the references I've seen, from the love and care that was put into the CG sections of the movie. The CG sections look like Minecraft. They don't look like, a hyper-visualized Minecraft.
Right.
They're still blocky. They still look like shit.
The version of that movie that was going to come out like 11 years ago that Rob McElhenney was going to direct, that was what I was really excited for.
Yeah.
And he was, I don't know if he ever fully released what his movie was going to be about, but I know that he was writing it and he was going to Mojang. I know that he was deep in it, and then it just all fell apart, and I was super bummed because I would have really loved to see what his take on a family-friendly kind of movie is.
And that was what, 2013?
I'd have even been earlier than that, yeah. Because that dude's funny. He's really funny, and it's not just Always Sunny funny. Like, if you see interviews and stuff with him, he's just funny.
Yeah, it's also not momentary. He comes up with really good stuff beforehand. He's not...
Who is
You know what I mean.
He was he's from Always Sunny. That's probably what everyone knows him from.
Yeah, what else?
Which character was he?
Mac.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
He's been in something else. He's been in a movie.
He's been in Horrible Bosses.
Charlie Day.
That was Charlie. That was in that movie.
He also has Mythic Quest, which actually just got canceled. It's the Apple Plus show that I think 4 seasons, but not as many people saw that.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I saw him in some movie at some point. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, that was around the time that the first talks of the BioShock movie were coming out, and I was super hyped about that.
With
I would've been hyped about that.
Yeah, Gore Verbinski was going to direct that.
It was Gore Verbinski, and then it switched to somebody else.
I think
it wasn't
Del Toro. I think was maybe in.
I think it was Del Toro because whoever it was, I was stupidly excited for it. So it was somebody that I gave a shit about back then, as a 16 or 15-year-old kid.
Right.
I don't know enough about directors to ever get excited about a movie just because of who made it.
Yeah, Gore Verbinski was originally going to, and then he didn't, and then he made Cure for Wellness and was like, hey, all of those like visual ideas that I was going to put into that, I'm going to put into this movie instead.
And You watch Cure for Wellness?
Yeah, I actually like that movie.
I
yeah.
thought that movie was really good.
Yeah. I totally thought it was going to be kind of
you
just.
would like that movie as well.
Well, I don't know. That's
I-
things
I-
that couldn't happen in real life happen in that movie.
But it is very grounded in real life.
It is,
At
it
the
is.
same time, it works its way into making sure you know this is a delusion.
Yeah.
You know?
What movie?
The Cure for Wellness?
Okay.
Hey, Kiba,
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah.
now would be the time to hit me with your 4chan.
So 4chan.
Yeah.
4chan.
We're all aware. Yeah.
What about 8chan?
No.
Just 4.
Oh, just 4. Don't double it.
So, first of all, everybody is aware there was a big hijacking and hack of 4chan 2
Yes.
days ago, right?
Yes.
April 14th?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, super aware, right?
Absolutely.
Super aware.
You guys want to know who took him down?
Who?
X. Twitter.
An
Elon Musk.
infamous website called
Anonymous.
soyjack.party. They were removed from the internet
Who's
by
this?
Soyjack Party.
Should I know that name?
You should understand what a Soyjack is.
What is
I
that?
have no idea.
Is that a bean?
And I have no idea that
fucking-
4chan got taken down either.
Connor, read the paper. Come on.
Did you know?
Yeah, of course.
Did you actually?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude, it's...
Yeah, I have my ear to the
You
ground,
know what
dog.
Soyjack is.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what that is.
shit.
Oh,
They got...
for everyone at home, he's showing me a meme of what apparently a soy jack is.
You've
It
seen
looks
them
like one of
around
those
there a
rage
lot.
I had no idea that's what that was called.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
But it's that kind of person on the internet. They're a Soyjack, and that's why
Gotcha.
the animation or drawing is frequently used for them. But
Gotcha.
the site that did this to them is named soyjack.party.
Hell yeah.
And so far, no one has been able to do anything about it. Mods from 4chan removed a particular image board about a year and a half ago, right? So something weird or suspicious was going on in this image board. They decided they needed to take it down. Whatever it was, we don't know. We're not
Right.
aware of what it is. But whatever they took down angered the mods and users of that forum.
Interesting.
Right?
Of course.
So they decided to take advantage of the incredibly old and outdated source code, outdated HTML and stuff, so that they could hack into 4chan's site.
I saw that it hadn't been updated since like 2016.
Yeah, 2016 was the last time they had a security update, and their last infrastructure update was like 2014.
For everyone
Damn.
at home, that's almost a decade ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, I mean,
for a site that is trafficked heavily.
Heavily trafficked by users that are incredibly anonymous and take very, very serious precautions to remain that way.
People that are very savvy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, probably very intelligent people on that fucking website.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, degenerates,
some-
but
some, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Intelligent in some aspects, degenerate in others. You know.
At most.
But yeah, so they just broke into the site essentially, copied everything, gave themselves moderator status, dumped the file and source code onto Reddit,
Of course.
and
So where else
just
would you
said-
go with it?
And said, "Hey, this belongs to you now," and gave it to the internet.
That's so crazy. That's some like Robin Hood ass shit.
You know what's even worse about this? It gets even better. When they claim to have admin level access to the site, backing that information up by numerous mods having their information released on Reddit and other websites, leading to them being very heavily doxxed at work and at home due to the moderation they had done, removing very illicit material from the website. They also publicly listed a number of .gov,
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
.gov and .edu.
Yep.
So there was a high number of education and government email addresses that were linked to accounts used on 4chan to post or promote illicit substances, products, or images.
Really?
Yes.
If I don't understand,
That doesn't surprise me.
No,
I mean, it
should.
doesn't surprise me either.
It should, though. It surprises me. 4chan is a place that it's full of degenerates, but for the most part, people tell you when you're fucking up. There are other people on the site that if they see you with a security issue, they'll go, "Hey, you need to fix this. We don't want you here if you're going to be a risk."
It's
Okay.
it's so mind-boggling, blows the mind that if you're gonna be doing shit like that, use a personal email.
No,
don't use your fucking
Don't use
work.
don't use a fucking personal email for
What
4chan.
the what?
Make
Don't
a
use your
dummy-
work.
Make
No
a dummy
fucking
account,
shit. That's
dude.
what I'm talking about. Use a personal email, not your work or your government one.
Sorry, I thought you were saying your personal. I was like, don't fucking use yours. So many people are getting doxxed because
No,
they use their
no.
Gmail account or something.
Yeah.
Make a dummy account.
Don't use your fucking .gov one that the fucking government gives you whenever you sign up for fucking jobs. Come on.
I saw your face light up when I started talking about that, and I'm so glad you understand the gravity of that.
Yeah.
Having a .gov email attached in any way to 4chan, even if it wasn't used in an account that did anything wrong, That's a huge liability for the government.
I'm sure.
It's a massive security liability.
Hey, what's new?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it fucking blows me away that some desk admin somewhere made a 4chan account and somebody may be able to use their email account and their access credentials to get government information, you know?
Dude, I wish.
Yeah, see,
That would be fucking cool.
It would be crazy if a reporter just got a text message with plans for an attack somewhere that was going to that would be wild.
That's too fictional. That could never happen.
It could never happen in real life. Could
No, never. That's so bombastic that it would never,
exactly.
ever happen.
Yeah,
ever.
Honestly, there's no world that I believe that somebody could be dumb enough to add a reporter to a confidential group chat.
Just wouldn't happen.
No, not
You're
our
stupid
government.
for even thinking it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Connor,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
I was about to say a second ago, you were saying, you know, that does surprise me. I should have people saying, don't do that, and whatever. But on a website that's supposed to be totally anonymous, that doesn't surprise me at all that people up in high places are posting shit that they shouldn't be posting, you know?
Oh, it doesn't surprise me that they're doing it. It surprises the fuck out of me that they're using .gov and .edu emails because those people are too high up and too fucking smart to do that.
It is surprising that they're fucking doing that shit.
That does not surprise me at all.
Too much information and too much technology to make those mistakes.
Whenever the was it the Benghazi shit was going on and all that shit got leaked, all of these high up like senators and people had AOL accounts.
Yep.
I have an AOL.
I do too.
I don't.
I have had it for years and years and years, and it's basically my dummy. All my trash gets sent there.
Yes,
Same.
sir.
But we're not in the fucking high up levels of government. We're just two dudes sitting in a room in the middle of nowhere. We're nobody.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, that does not surprise me that people are so stupid with their information.
I just want to point out. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, I know I'm not the safest person in the world with my information, but I would know
He'll
better
just
than
tell you
that.
his social security.
Yeah, he will. He's
Yeah,
done it to me
absolutely.
multiple times.
Yeah.
You want to know?
He'll just text it to me all the time, and I'm like,
What
dog,
do I do with
stop.
this? What do I
Stop.
do? With this? One time I tried to call it because he sent it to me saying, "Hey, call this number," and I thought it was a phone number. It was just his social security number. The whole thing.
Ballsy.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be pretty honest. Jake's not going to shed a tear if 4chan never comes back. I don't think I have
will.
once willfully went to the site. I follow the 4chan subreddit just to see some of the funny memes and stuff.
I was about to say, I actually
Yeah.
spend more time on the 4chan subreddit than I've ever spent on the site. I go to the site like once or twice a year when I'm gathering something, and it just
Right.
has an anon link there that has something interesting.
Yeah.
But I want it to come back. I miss it. There's so much internet culture that is propagated there. There's a lot of it that is just garbage. A lot of it is scum baiting and rage baiting
I'm sure,
and just
yeah.
fucking degeneracy. And a lot of it is soy jock.
Yeah.
But there's like 30% of 4chan that I'm going to miss.
Hey, you don't know that it's gone forever. You don't
No,
know.
I miss it right
True.
now while it's gone, though.
It'll come back stronger, better than ever.
I was going to say, I'm sure either that or something like it will. I was playing Elder Scrolls. Well, let me say it this way. Fucking when I first made my Facebook account back in the day, I fucking was just filling out every little piece of information that I'd asked for. Just thinking, oh, this is cool to have it on my fucking Facebook. Put my phone number on there and whatever.
Date of birth, everything.
Yeah. And years later, I was in the living room with Brooke, and I was playing Elder Scrolls Online, and I entered this little dungeon, and I was playing with 3 other people that were all part of a clan together, and we were fucking having fun. And they started trying to talk to me and send me messages and shit like that. Well, I would send them messages while they were talking to me, and I didn't have a mic and whatever. But somehow they found my Facebook, they found my phone number, and they were like, I mean, whatever. And I said, shit, call me. We'll fucking hang out for a little bit while we play this game. And sure enough, they did. We called and chatted for a little bit. And then right after that, I was like, shit, dude, maybe I should take that off of there.
Yeah.
And I did. I went on and I took that information off. But that's an experience I had.
That's fun. Hey, growth.
Yeah.
Learning.
Yeah.
Growth. I'm going to slightly pivot for just a moment just because you said Elder Scrolls. Did you guys see the Oblivion remaster?
No.
Yeah, dude.
Is there a date?
It got leaked, so there is no official date. But I assume probably for what you want to call E3, that's not E3 anymore, whatever the press conference is in June, I assume they were probably going to reveal it there.
Do something.
But it got leaked ahead of time. There is an Oblivion remaster on the way. I've heard rumblings of it for
like
a while.
7 years now.
But
It's been a
now,
long time.
there's like official information, like, hey, they are
we have
working on it.
confirmation
Yeah.
from them now.
Which, yeah, that's
Not
cool, man.
necessarily from
Yeah.
them, but you know.
Oh yeah, we have confirmation from someone else about them working on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, I loved Oblivion. I
did
didn't
too.
I didn't play it as much as Skyrim, but I really liked Oblivion.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I honestly don't know if it came out if I would really get into it, just because it's such a massive game and there's so much to do.
I'm sure they'll update it and shit. Maybe
Add
add
new
some
stuff.
shit. and
'Cause Oblivion-
absolutely make DLC.
Shivering Isles, was that the DLC for Oblivion? I believe it was.
I think you're right.
It
Yeah.
was one of them. I think there were two, weren't there?
There might have been two, but I think Shivering Isles was the big one where there was a ton of content in it, and it was, I think at the time, like the biggest DLC. Like everyone was losing their fucking minds, and I assume that will be just base part of it.
I'm hoping so. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's a remaster and a full release, actually, I'm assuming not. Now that I give it a second thought, I actually feel like that will be a DLC that is a paid release the same way it was on launch, because they're going to want to milk that.
I could definitely see it being a part of it, but I could also see them going, "Hey, here's the Oblivion remaster on Game Pass. If you want the DLC, it's paid
Yep.
separate."
That's what I'm thinking, is that it'll be something you have to pay for. That way, if you're on Game Pass, they can bait you into spending more money.
Yeah, and you
'Cause
will.
Anybody who's playing it played the original, and
Yeah.
anybody who played the original at least saw the DLCs and how cool they looked.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's cool. That's exciting.
Yeah. I fuck with it. I don't know when, if ever, Elder Scrolls 6 will come out.
I think we'll get a Skyrim remaster first.
I mean, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase. I think we'll get a Skyrim remake.
A
first.
remake, a full remake.
Another one.
Well, yeah, because Skyrim's a money pit for them.
It very much
Or
is.
let me rephrase that. Skyrim's a money pit for the fans. It's
Yeah.
great for them.
Oh, it's great for them.
But I think that
I'm
would,
surprised it's not on my phone yet. I mean,
the
my God.
sales have been dipping over the last year, so that makes me feel like they probably decided this year, let's go ahead and kick production up and start on that. That way, over the next few years, if it keeps dipping, they're already in production and they can drop that when the time comes, because
it-
it's guaranteed money.
Isn't it wild? That is a
Yeah.
14-year-old game.
Yes, and that
Came
it
out in
still
2011.
it still pulls numbers adjacent to the numbers it was getting 3 years after launch.
Yeah.
And
That's
that
crazy
seems
It is.
those numbers seem weird, but a game 3 years after launch normally doesn't have great numbers. Skyrim has maintained those numbers for a decade.
It's a
That's-
fantastic game. There's
And
a reason.
To be fair, it has had multiple re-releases to help it maintain those
Yeah.
numbers, which other games didn't get.
See, when it came out, I played it, and I played the shit out of it, but I never got any of the DLCs or anything, but I did just about anything there is to do in the base game. And fucking... Once I was done with it, I was done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All the
I-
remakes and shit. I've tried to play it a couple more times since then, and I just very quickly, after that first intro scene with the dragon and shit, I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I don't need to play this.
I can
Yeah,
play
you've
it
done it
for-
once.
I
Yeah,
can
that's
play
enough.
it for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
And at the 3 hour mark, I feel like I've already got all the things I want. I have magic, I have swords, I have money, I have murdered. What else can I get from this?
My soul is complete.
Yeah, I can Fusra Da.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I played. I did everything. I got every single achievement in that
Well,
game.
and let's be honest
did
real quick.
everything.
Anytime anybody plays Skyrim, what do? Stealth Archer.
What else is there to
Exactly. That's what we all did.
I never
What else?
did.
Shut your mouth.
do? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I never did. I always just went with
You
like
seriously
swords and maces. And
You're like the only person who's ever done that.
Yeah.
Stealth
I mean-
Archer is synonymous with Skyrim.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of know that. I didn't realize it was like
It's
a staple. You
it's
know
so
what I mean? But I
broken.
know a lot of people did it.
It's so broken.
Yeah.
It's
fantastic.
Oh well.
Unbelievably
Absolutely fantastic.
broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should replay it.
You should.
Yeah.
You should.
Hopefully
guys.
they remake it.
I'm gonna pass this to you real quick, and I'm gonna make a soft pivot before we get into something else real quick.
Oh, please.
I knew we were gonna talk about the Minecraft movie today.
Oh, of course.
So I got us something, and I didn't tell you about it last week because I was saving it for the podcast. But I got us a podcast snack.
Ooh.
I got us Square cookies.
Yo!
Dang, son.
Chips Ahoy baked bites. Yo!
Yeah,
Little
baby.
Blacks.
That's exciting, man. We got the official snack of Minecraft right here with us.
Official snack of Minecraft.
All right.
Hey, we all have one in our hand
Open
at the same time.
Yeah, open your bag. Oh my God, they're so perfectly square.
They
for
are.
the most part, actually.
Yeah, they're a little rough, but they are really square.
Yeah,
They are square.
Yeah,
they are
right.
not square. They are cubed.
they are cute.
They are
Nice.
cubed.
Go ahead,
Because they are in
count us
3
down,
dimensions. Okay, right now, 3, 2,
Wait.
I'm doing it. I'm already doing it.
Okay, go.
I did it.
I already did it. That's delicious.
Yeah, it's very chewy,
Yeah, that's delicious.
much like a cookie.
I have a question to ponder you with.
To ponder us?
Yeah,
No, what about pondering you?
I would never.
Does it not?
No,
I have
it
a
does not
question-
ponder me.
I have a question for you first.
Please.
What are you about to ask us?
Well, let me fucking tell you.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think he's about to ask us?
What our favorite color is?
I don't think so, actually.
That
Go
is
ahead.
actually
Yeah,
not
go
what
ahead.
I was
Ah,
gonna
shit.
ask.
I'm just gonna
That's
let you go.
kind of not even close.
Yeah,
if I'm
I'm
being
just gonna let
completely
you
honest.
ask your question now.
Right now, open field. Nothing as far as you can see. There is 100 Kibas
I like this already.
and 1 silverback gorilla who's winning, who's coming out alive.
Ooh.
Silverback gorilla versus 100 Kibas as you stand
bet.
right now. As you stand right now.
Oh shit! I was
Right
gonna
now,
say,
so
'cause
not
I bet,
with.
I bet
No, you
they're
don't
all
lose.
gonna have a handgun on.
I was about to say not with that. My
Nope.
gun is currently sitting 3 inches to Jake's right on top of the speaker.
I'd say it's a little more than 3 inches.
I am touching it currently.
Yeah, so as I currently stand,
Ooh, 100 of them. I bet
think
you can
I
still
think,
win.
I think 100 of me got him.
I think
Wait,
you can
'cause
still do it.
For everyone at home, he just pulled out a 3-inch pocket knife, 2-inch.
3.5 inch.
3.5 inch
about
little
3.5
pocket knife?
inch,
It's
Yeah.
an eighth.
Yeah, that's like.
Tough crowd.
Yeah.
That's like.
Really, you think?
Yeah. Oh, well, I think me with a 4-inch blade, 100 of me with a 4-inch blade. I've got the hair tie so I can put my hair up. I've got the watch.
You could do a little damage with that.
Yeah, I was about to say, this watch, this is heavy.
Yeah.
This is heavy. This is a big watch.
Absolutely.
So he's coming at us.
Yeah.
We all crouch. I say, halt! Maintenance access, halt! Halt! Maintenance access, halt! And then we throw our watches, we pelt him, and then the first wave of 10 go in with a knife. And then the next wave of 10 pelts him, and then they go in with a knife, and we just do it wave by wave, and we wear him down.
I mean,
Because there's 100 of them total, right? Not 100 plus me,
100 Kibas, including you.
including me. Okay.
Yeah.
So 99 more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I can only send 99 of them at him before he gets me.
But all of the other ones feel the same exact way.
Yeah,
That
but
they,
they're not me.
all of them think that they are the true Kiba. Do you
That's
think?
true.
Do you think all 100 Kibas could rally themselves together into some sort of cohesion,
Oh,
or would you all be
absolutely.
going, "No, I am the one that will stand
See-
back. You all run forward." Do you think
Dude,
you could
I
work
would-
together?
I would give my life for a dog in peril. Absolutely, we could work together for that.
see-
Every one of me is so ready to die at any moment for any animal in need.
Oh man. I was gonna say, I bet your self-preservation instincts are pretty high, so I'd be willing to bet you'd be coming up with ideas to like
Yeah.
turn them on each other and shit.
I will save any animal by killing this other animal.
No, I just, in my opinion, that just shows me like, oh yeah, I would die for almost anything. If I would
Yeah.
die for a squirrel,
Would you die for a squirrel?
I've
I don't know
I've
if
done
I'd
some
die for a
dangerous
squirrel.
things to not hit a
I
squirrel.
would, yeah, I would. I'd plan it. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's plenty of method.
Well, I mean, I've when you have to, you have to. But I've done some dangerous things to try not to. Especially with cats. I don't know what it is. I would
Love-
cry if I ever hit a cat.
I hit a cat
yeah.
one time and
Don't.
I wanted to cry about it. I felt so bad. I
That's
hit a
awful.
cat. I know. Oh,
Yeah,
you're a terrible person, man. Just know that.
I know.
I second Connor on that. I think my survival instincts are good enough that we would be able to all get together and together decide, hey, so if we don't do this together, we all die no matter what.
Yeah.
So,
Whose knee hurts?
well, I know I was about to say, so whose knee hurts the worst today? All right, get in the front.
Let's go.
Is anybody's asshole currently bleeding? Get up front.
Come on, let's go.
Next in line.
As silverback gorilla, they are beefy with muscle,
They're also fucking fast.
fast,
Yeah.
really fast.
I fucking, goddamn, they are quick.
I feel
know
like
about that.
all it would have to do is just stand with its arms just out and just spin like a top. You're not getting anywhere near
See,
it.
that's the thing, though. They're big and they're fast, but they also have a lot of emotion. They're very susceptible to anger and to annoyance.
Yeah.
That's why I think the having us in groups of 10 throwing the heavy watches could really piss him off and throw him off guard. Because a bunch of watches hit you in the face, and then you got a group of guys in a circle knifing you. Just it's just like it's like getting mugged in fucking, I don't know, any part of Europe.
Connor, after his explanation, how do you think he would fare? Who do you think's
do I
coming out on
think?
top?
If it was 100 of me?
No, 100 Kibas.
Me, silverback gorilla on one side of a field.
Oh, I
You-
thought
he-
from the beginning that he would win.
Really? You think
Yeah,
so?
yeah. With that little pocket knife, as soon as he pulled that out and said, "Whoa, counter to this," I was
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
god, guys! I have a belt with a fucking fat buckle too.
True.
Done.
You have a ring on or anything? You can punch it?
3 of them.
Three of them.
See, that's another small
3
plus.
broken fingers.
Small buff.
How many Kibas are going down?
Wait, me or him? Are you asking who are you asking first?
Just to the room.
I would say at least a third.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think at least 70 of us are going down.
Really, that many?
Yeah.
I figured most of you would come out on top.
I think,
don't
well, let me
know.
rephrase that. I think probably 50 of us are dead, and there are 20 of us that are injured. And then there's 30
Severely
of
wounded.
yeah, there are 30 of us that are now watchless with belts swinging and a knife in the
Just
other hand
waiting.
is fucking.
I'd still say about a 30-50 ratio.
Yeah.
30 dead, 50 injured.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
30
alright.
dead,
Do you think you
20
could
injured.
fashion a way to get your knife at the end of your belt so you could just like fucking
I
whip and
could,
swing
but I
like your
probably wouldn't want to.
like your Scorpion from Mortal Kombat?
I probably wouldn't want to, because hear me out. If we throw the watches to disorientate, you've got the swinging
Yeah.
belt to just whip him, to
Yeah.
keep him disorientated, and you're just knifing here while the belt's swinging up here. You just fucking.
Hey, you could
That's,
always. You
that's
could,
like rubbing your stomach and patting your head. Like I don't know if I could do both of those
Dude,
actions at the same time.
I constantly stream myself listening to a song I've never heard before, playing guitar along with it, and carrying on a conversation with the chat.
I was gonna say you could always just have like 3 or 4 of you do that with the knife at the end of the thing. You know what I mean?
I could.
You've
That's
got.
true.
you've got real air.
I worry that the knife could swing out and hit somebody, or when you're trying to stop it to use the knife, like how do you?
There's no
Oh,
friendly fire.
oh.
No friendly
No,
fire.
friendly fire's turned off. Friendly fire's
Friendly
off
fire's
on this
turned
one.
off, yeah.
Okay, friendly fire's off on this one. The knife becomes much more useful at the end. Yeah, like that right there makes the knife on the belt significantly much more useful.
Nice, nice.
I do want to say though, us with the 1911, it's Jover for that
Oh,
gorilla.
100%. I don't
It's-
think
I
one
mean,
of you would go down.
It's Jover. Joe Swanson in a wheelchair trying to get out of bed in the morning. It's over for that
over.
fucking gorilla.
What caliber are you popping here? Is
That
it a 9?
is that is a 380.
380?
380.
Yeah, done.
Maybe a dumbass question to ask on the internet, but is that bigger or smaller than a 9mm?
That is smaller than a 9mm.
Smaller, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hear me out. That is 380 hollow point self-defense. So there are 9 rounds in that one. That's 9 times 100.
That's 900. That's quick math. I
Quick
got
maths.
you. Yeah. Quick maths.
So I
Skitty
mean,
bop, bop, bop.
that's them. Then once we're all out of ammo, we can throw the gun. Then we can throw the watch. Then we can pull the belt off, and then
That
we
gorilla-
can go for the knife.
that
You could
gorilla
always
Swiss
throw the
cheese.
mag first, then the gun.
Yeah, and I mean, even if it's not a massive caliber, 900.
That's a lot.
900 of anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, 900 mosquitoes is terrifying, and they're like a fraction of the size of a 380 round.
Goodness. Well, I'm glad that we went down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
1 Kiba or 100 bees?
Oh.
100 bees.
Yeah.
100 bees comes out on top.
Hold on. Give us terms here.
As
Same
you
here.
are. As
open
you are.
field as I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a vape, a belt, a knife, and a watch. Which is, the vape is the only remotely useful thing with the bees. Fucking in field. Back in the field.
Hypothetical.
We back in the field.
Back in the
Back
field.
in the
Open
field. Back in
field.
the field, yeah.
Open field.
Bees are fat, and I could punch them.
All of them?
Hell yeah.
All
If I'm
100?
swinging the belt and I'm swinging my left hand. Fucking. You know what? I'm not allergic to bees, so I could probably take, I don't know, 50 bee stings before I go down.
I was going to say, you'd still end up going into like cardiac arrest and shit.
Yeah, like 45.
Yeah, how many stings would it take?
I feel like I could go 45 or 50. I think I could.
Is that like an average statistic?
Oh, I
don't
have
know.
no clue.
You have no idea.
I just think that I could take physically 45 or 50 bee stings before I went.
Okay, stop.
You won.
I get it.
I just give up. Fucking white
run
flag
me-
these bees.
It says the average person can tolerate 10 stings per pound of body weight.
Oh, it's
Whoa,
over
that's
for
a
those
lot of
bees.
That is a
stings.
It's
lot.
over
Yeah.
for those bees. I take it back. I would beat the fuck out of those bees.
That is
Think
from the USDA.gov
Okay,
site.
think about it like this: bees get one sting. I got infinite swings.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't think of that.
I'll just
bees,
start
wasps.
smacking them.
Not bees,
You can't change it now.
wasps.
You can't change it now.
How about this? Not bees, wasps, but now it's open terms. You can have 3 things that you don't have on you now.
Okay, a can of wasp killer, a bee suit, and a flamethrower.
Okay, shit, I guess.
Yeah, I think you won.
Yeah, you're good.
Honestly, just give me a can of axe and a lighter, and it's over for them hoes.
Yeah, you could probably do it that way.
I've gotten rid of a wasp nest like that before. It just scares them off.
I'll give you 2 cans of Axe.
2 cans of Axe and a lighter?
Yeah.
He's gonna be smelling so good.
Yeah, so
Hell
one for me
yeah.
and one for the wasps.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
This was just something this is just something funny that happened at work the other day. I was up at work with Kiba, and I think you bumped into something, and it was your ass that bumped into it, and you just went, "Oh shit! I almost knocked that over with my ass," and then you said, "With my fat ass, my fat, thick, juicy ass," and you just went on with it for like 3 or 4 more sessions.
Yeah, I went on for like 45 seconds. I went, oh man, I almost knocked that over with my ass. My fat, thick, juicy ass.
And he just added
My
fucking.
fat, thick, voluptuous, juicy toned ass. My
It was-
God-given buttocks.
Now that I'm saying it out loud, it feels like one of those things that was much funnier when you saw it happen.
I'm sure.
But I thought that
hey.
was so funny.
We got a giggle out of Jay.
Yeah, you gotta giggle out of me. You gotta giggle out of me.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I've heard this story too.
Yeah.
You still gotta
No
giggle
shit.
out of me.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, you told me
it to
last
him
time.
last week.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't do a podcast last week, so
Hey,
forgive
pretend
me.
like you didn't hear it. It's for the people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
dude.
yeah.
We want them to hear this.
Everyone at home, are you giggling? Did you giggle at that?
That was
Let
kind of
us know.
funny, right?
Did you giggle at my fat, thick, voluptuous, juicy toned ass?
And for everyone who hasn't seen Kiba's ass, it's very small.
Hey, I have a good butt.
You do have a good butt.
I have a good butt for my weight.
You do have a good butt, but you're a very small man.
I would say it's much like mine, and somebody told me that I have kneecaps for ass cheeks.
I definitely would not say it's much like yours, because yours are like razor blades.
Right.
I've seen your car seat. That shit is shredded from here.
You
You fucking slide around and hear a tear and go, oop, there go another pair of jeans.
That fucking car's on the better half of almost a decade old.
Connor just has a very, very long back.
He
That just
does.
turns into legs.
I have been
does.
told that. When I
He's
was
like
in,
a folded piece of paper.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
I was in high school, I weighed about 225 pounds, and for reference, now I weigh about 155, 160. And back then, I did have a thick, juicy, voluptuous
I bet you
ass,
did.
son.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's 150, 160 at 6'2"?
I think I'm like right at 6 foot. That's what my license says.
Wait,
You're definitely
they
taller.
measured me at 6 foot, so you've got to be at least 6'1", because you're
Yeah.
about an inch taller than me.
Really? What?
Yeah, and I'm 6'3".
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're almost as tall as him, so you're at least
Yeah.
6'1", probably closer to 6'2".
Okay. Well, shit.
Give yourself some credit, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
You're a
yourself
big
some
boy.
credit, yeah.
I mean, not like big, very small boy, but also a tall boy.
Now where it counts. I'll give you that.
You're more of a Eric Foreman. kind of
Yeah.
person,
I don't
Yeah.
get that.
yeah. Damn.
Okay.
Is that 70s show?
Yes.
I do get that.
Good job. Good job. Connor's a very silly man.
Connor is a very silly guy.
I kind of try to be silly.
The other day we were getting together to record some stuff, and beforehand he texted me and goes, "Hey, are you good at keeping secrets?" And I went,
And I
"Hell
heard
yeah."
you were not good at keeping secrets.
Who told you that?
The fucking guy who he had to keep the secret from? Kiba?
What? I'm a fantastic secret keeper.
Hey, continue your story.
So I said, yes, of course, I'm a great secret keeper. And he goes, okay, all right. So I have all these little tiny 1-inch size plastic babies, and I'm going to hide them all over Kiba's office.
Oh, I hit him over the entire house, son.
You're like, can you help me with that? And then whenever we get him with him, can you help me record it, and we can make like a funny video out of it? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that sounds awesome. We're over here recording, and Kiba gets up, goes to the bathroom, and a mad dash Connor starts running around placing them everywhere. Doesn't say anything to me about it, and then never ever once tries
We
to
recorded
like
for like 4.5 hours.
never once tries to set anything up, and then suddenly I completely forgot about it. And then we left for the night, and 5 minutes as I'm driving down the road, Kiba sends a picture of one of the little
that was
babies.
hidden in my stove, and I was like, "Well, I'm glad I fucking saw this."
Was it inside? I
It
don't
was like
remember putting
sitting
it in.
right on the grate in the stove.
Shit, I don't remember putting it in there. It might have fallen or something. Because I put one on your side mirror on your car, too. And later you texted a picture of it, and it was in the driveway.
Yeah.
So I figured that fell. And I didn't say anything about it just because I didn't want to say anything about it in front of Kiba. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I did get one clip where I thought he found one, and I found out later that he did not. He was just fucking looking at something closely. But But yeah, it didn't go as well as I thought it would, but it was still funny to get a couple texts over the next couple days with just a picture of a little baby. You did exactly what I hoped you would do, which was that.
I love that Jake came over the next week to record the supplemental, and we chatted about the babies, and he goes, yeah, so he texted me, and he had this really elaborate plan, and he was like, help me film this, and then nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Fucking douche shit.
Connor is the prank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Hey, it was still funny. I also hid them all around work.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
And then he fucking ratted himself out to like 3 of us immediately.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna know once you saw the babies at work. You were like, I've seen these here and there. I see him here and there. You know, so.
It's got to be Connor.
I did know
exactly.
immediately.
The powers of deduction are great.
Yeah.
When you started finding more than one, did you have a feeling of who it was?
I thought they were Jake.
Really?
Really?
I
You thought
did.
me?
That's funny.
I thought you would just like gone and grabbed like, or what's the cheapest little bag of something in the seasonal section? I'm gonna buy whatever the cheapest thing is and fuck with Kiba.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
I could
Yeah.
see you just going into a store and going, well, these are cheap. I'm gonna put those all around his house.
That's pretty
I want
much.
to be a nuisance. Yeah.
That's pretty much what Brooke did. She ordered them on Temu.
Yeah.
And she just found them and they were cheap. And she was like, shit, dude, I have an idea for these.
Yeah.
And then I just happened to grab a handful and was like, I'm going to do the same.
I have one thing to rant about
Please.
before we get into the games. People who use the word don't instead of the word doesn't. I
hear ya.
hate that.
I hear you.
I've been seeing it so commonly on social media now, it kills me. Same thing with
Connor
using
don't
the
do
word.
that.
You're right, he doesn't do that, does he?
I don't do that.
Also, people using the word sell in place of sale. I fucking hate it when something is for sell.
Yeah,
Because
I'll
that
tell.
doesn't fucking exist. Is it for sale or are you selling it? Because it's not for sale, Kevin.
I can chime in on this.
Yes.
My mom has always been enraged when people use the word addicting instead of addictive.
Yep, same.
Yeah, she always
Yeah.
goes, you fucking dumb
You
motherfucker.
idiot piece of fucking shit. Or like, this don't mean that he actually isn't going to show up instead of this doesn't mean.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Just stop fucking talking if you don't know how to fucking talk.
I used to call out double negatives a lot. Like, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking, so you did something.
Yeah, you
You know?
fucking joy dick idiot.
I couldn't care less.
So
Or
you
no.
could-
People say I could care less.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, so.
So you care a little bit.
Yeah, so you care. Yeah. Yeah, I just had to
That's
say
funny.
that I've been seeing a lot of that on the social medias lately, and fucking stop it. Stop that.
You look dumb.
Yeah. Don't comment that shit in our videos.
Is there anything stupid that you guys say that someone has called you out on that you didn't realize?
I guess
Like you mispronounce a word or say some stupid phrase like that.
Probably.
That you didn't realize.
I call him out a lot. He's in denial about it, but he
Probably.
says probably a lot.
Probably.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
you said earlier in this podcast, you said it like that too.
I probably do say it sometimes. but
Yeah.
You're in denial about it. You say you do it.
I literally, before
I
you
don't-
said that, I admitted to saying it.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Well, you
What
did
are you
say that.
fucking? What are you talking about?
I won't say you do it every single time you ever say the word, but I will say it's probably just a little bit more than
He's
not.
overpronouncing
He
it
is. He's
now.
really
Did
trying
you
to-
notice that? He's
Yeah.
trying real
Actually-
hard to make sure he doesn't say it.
Probably. Is
Can
that
you throw
probably?
can
Probably?
you throw a subtitle up in the part earlier in the podcast where he says it with the R?
probably?
Yeah, probably.
That's funny.
We all have our quirks. I stutter a lot, but no,
We all have
I
our
was-
quirks. I know you have the same quirk as me, but fucking dude, this is a quirk I hate about you.
Well, check this out. To answer your question, it's not something that I necessarily say, but I guess when I'm eating cereal or something soupy, I hum a lot. And I don't hear
Really?
it, but I've always been called out for it.
What?
Yeah,
I don't
what
know.
is that?
I don't know.
Dude,
I don't
what-
ever hear it. I
what's
don't know.
wrong with you?
But I've had like at least 5 people in my life say, why are you humming?"
While you're eating like
I don't
soup
know.
or cereal or
Yeah, something like soupy
With a-
out of a spoon.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something, man.
There's a wire that got just disconnected.
Yeah.
For me, I have been, I'm sure, saying it my whole entire life, and it wasn't until my current girlfriend, like a year ago, said, "Hey, that's not how that word's pronounced," and I went, "Wait, what?" I say especially instead of
Especially?
especially.
I actually did know that about you.
Have you caught that?
I did know that about you from
Yeah.
our early videos.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And you actually kind of fixed that. Like, I want to say right around the time I moved in here, you kind of...
Because she fucking got
Yeah.
onto me about it, and she made fun of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like You were dating her for a little while, probably before she said something to you about missing,
absolutely.
but I didn't notice you make a change until you'd been with her for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, I say especially.
It's like Excalibur, but with specially. Especially.
Brooke has a friend that does that, and I'm trying to think of an example of something she says, but I just can't right now. But,
okay. Then don't call her out.
I wasn't going to name her or anything.
Fucking catching strays, goddamn.
Goddamn, I'm trying to think of something that she says, but I can't right now.
Hey, boys. Are you ready to play some...
Hold on. Is it game time on the podcast?
Yeah, do you guys want to play some games?
Games!
As everyone knows, when it comes to the games, the first one to 75 Jake Bucks becomes the game champion. Right now, Connor, do you know what you're at?
Fuck no, I don't.
I think he's at 13.
He's at 15.
Fuck, 15.
Very close, very
That's
low.
a lot more than you, bitch.
Is it?
Well,
Yeah.
no, because Kiba's actually got the inverse of that. He has 51.
Oh, shit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, bitch.
First to 75. It's anyone's game, baby.
I thought it was your game. I thought you hosted these
God
games.
damn it, it's my game.
I thought these
Shit.
were your games.
Yeah, you're the host, son.
Yeah, are
God
these
damn
not
it.
your games?
Are you ready for the very first game? It's a brand new one
Oh my
Ooh,
God,
I'm
so
excited
ready.
for that.
This is the one that you...
that I gave a light tease
It's-
that Connor has no idea.
Hey, I'm
I don't know.
gonna be real with you, Jake. That wasn't a light tease.
It was the lightest of
It
teases.
was not a light tease.
I know everything about this next game.
It is called Stop Game Stop.
Stop game, stop.
I knew that.
Stop GameStop. So I went into the very dark depths of GameStop's website to see what the prices of their used games were selling for. So, Connor, Kiba, with all of your video game knowledge, I am going to give you a game and you need to tell me what the price is. The closest guess wins the round. 2 Jake Bucks for every correct answer. If you nail the price exactly right on the dot, that is an extra 5 Jake Bucks. We will be using whole dollars. So if it says that it costs $19.99, that's 20, just to keep it simple. The way that it will work is that one of you will go first, and then the other will go after, and then we'll just switch off for each one. So who wants to volley out the first guess?
I'll go first.
Okay,
You want to
Connor.
go first, Kiba? Your hand went up. I was just vocal. Because it's a podcast. They can't see you do that.
Connor will go first.
Cool.
So in honor of what is going on our channel right now, our very first game, Resident Evil 4 OG, Xbox One. The Xbox One version.
The Xbox One digital remaster?
The disc. There is a disc version.
Yeah, they
Yep.
dropped.
I don't need-
It is the digital remaster, the one they did the disc for the Xbox One, right?
Sure.
Okay, I think so.
I do not need to look that up. I know what that looks like. And I would say $30.
Connor is saying 30. Kiba, what do you think?
$20.
20. That is selling for $19. That is
Shit!
Kiba.
And we are just going to continue to smooth jazz our way through this podcast.
Kiba, well done. Almost nailed it.
Thank you.
Almost nailed it.
Thank you, because I'm just good like that.
You are just good like that. All right, up next, the PS5 version of Gollum.
$20.
$20.
The game came out last year.
Yep.
What is it called?
Gollum.
What did you say? 20 bucks again?
He said 20.
15.
That game is selling for $10. That piece of shit came out last year, but
Yikes.
everyone hates it.
Yeah, it's awful.
That is $10.
It's awful.
Damn.
Glad
Connor
you got that one.
Connor takes it. That is 2 Jake Bucks right in your pocket,
I
baby.
really-
Shit.
If we were saying Steam, I would have gone like $4.99 or $5 because I know Steam games get knocked down quick on price.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Xbox 360 version of Tony Hawk's American Wasteland.
Oh, 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 oh.
You're up.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh.
Connor's first.
$8.
$8. Kiba.
$15.
Believe it or not, GameStop was selling a used copy of that for $35.
What the fuck? Really?
So what you're saying
I'm
is I
assuming it's
won.
probably out of print. So yes, Kiba
Fuck
takes
yeah.
that one.
God damn. Price
Shocking.
gouging sons of bitches,
Shut
man.
That's why we're stopping GameStop. Stop
I don't know
GameStop.
how that worked for so long. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's
That's
wild
crazy.
stuff.
That actually surprises me.
All right, Kiba, you're up. The Xbox Series X version of Grand Theft Auto 5?
$40.
Ah, that's what I was gonna say. 45.
Ooh. Way less, 18.
What the shit? Xbox 360 American Wasteland is going for twice the price of fucking GTA 5 on a PS5?
Yeah.
Because it's that much better.
you're probably-
American Wasteland is that much better.
It is that much better.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, but for the 360?
Yeah.
I have to assume it's just out of print and there's just not that many
Yeah.
circulating.
Yeah, you're
And
probably right.
Well, 360 may also just not be nearly as popular.
The GameCube version of Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Ooh. A crisp $20 bill.
$20. Kiba, what do you got?
$40.
40. That is $60.
What the shit?
A used
Yep.
copy.
Fucking
$60.
GameCube, dude.
What the shit?
Also, Smash Brothers is immensely popular still.
I gotta
Especially
stop.
Melee.
I gotta stop giving them so much credit. I need to
Yeah.
start fucking saying $100 and shit.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
for
kind
some
of,
games, yeah, some of them.
you have to think about
I
it.
mean,
though. Be
GTA
strategic.
6.
You know?
Yeah.
It will
But
be. It will be 100.
At this point, I'm rethinking my strategy.
Yeah, this far into the game.
Kiba has gotten 4 correct. Connor has gotten 1.
And I go first on this next one.
You do? All right. The PS4 version of Hollow Knight.
Oh,
Connor knows.
I don't know.
$30.
$30. Connor?
25.
I think he's got that. He might have that.
You said 40,
I said $30.
30,
Yeah, I think I overshot.
and you said 25.
Yeah.
One of you nailed it.
No shit, like right on the money?
Right on the money.
I think it was probably him. I'm gonna guess.
I bet it was you.
I would bet money.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet.
I would bet money that it was Kiba. It
was
is
Kiba?
selling for $30.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be you for sure.
So you get an extra
see-
5 Jake bucks. That's a 7 just for that one, baby.
I actually nailed it right on the fucking money.
Yep.
See, the people that like that game fucking love that game, but
Suck
not many
my
people really
dick.
do, man. You know. So I
Again,
didn't
wow,
think it'd be that
a
much.
used version of a last gen game.
A last gen game with no major updates.
Yeah, crazy. Silk Song, it's coming out, everybody. I swear to God. I
At
swear to God.
some
I don't know,
point.
like 2030 maybe. Something like that.
If we're lucky.
Probably.
If we're lucky. All right, up next. Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Xbox Series X.
That's the new one, right?
That is the brand new one.
I don't know how much it would go for regularly. Like brand new. Are they still $60 nowadays?
I think
Don't help him.
yeah.
Don't help.
I mean, like, as I'm not trying to help, just as a new game.
I was gonna say I think I think pretty much everybody except for GTA is still at $60 for new releases.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, this is your. Why am I fucking pondering this?
Oh,
right
is
now?
it my
Yeah,
turn?
it's yours.
Oh,
Yeah, it's your go.
$55.
55.
$70.
Wow. Wow. A new copy is $70.
Oh, what did you say?
A used copy.
Oh, I'm stupid. Oh shit, I already put my answer in, huh?
Yeah. A used copy is 65 though.
Damn.
So, yeah, you still got it.
Still got it.
Yeah.
Shit!
You knew we were doing used copies. Come on.
I was going based off.
I should have known. I should have.
See, here's my theory.
Yes.
I was going based off the fact that it's still a brand new game. If it was $60, it'd be like 55.
55?
$5 less. Same
If you had
thing,
known
if
that it was 70, it would have been
would've
65. Yeah. If you had known it was
Yeah, but that's
$70,
the thing, though,
yeah.
is you didn't know, which is why you lost.
Yeah.
Which is part of the game.
Shit, I'm gonna start fucking throwing things.
What, like bees?
Yes! And hands.
Kiba, it's your go.
Uh-huh.
A PS5 version of Last of Us 2 Remastered.
$40.
Connor.
$45.
Again, one of you nailed it right on the dot.
I bet it's you.
And that would be Connor.
Oh, shit.
That would be Connor. It is selling for $45.
7 points, baby. Look at
Seven.
you go.
No, 7 Jake bucks.
Seven, excuse me. $7, dude. Look
Yeah.
at
Oh,
you go.
yeah. Why
baller,
was that
man.
one 7?
Because you got it right on the dot.
Yeah, you
Oh,
get the
shit.
exact
Nice.
amount.
That's right.
If you
That's
get
right.
the
I forgot
exact
about
amount,
that.
you get an
That's
extra
right.
5.
That's
He's
right.
like, why are we so
Forgot.
excited for me?
I can
Why did I do? Why
I
are
can
we
knock
so
it down.
excited?
I can knock
No,
it back
no,
down to a
that's
normal 2.
perfect.
Okay.
I need it.
I think he deserves 5.
Yeah.
Just 5.
No!
All right, so it is Connor's go.
Yes.
The Switch version of The Grinch Christmas Adventures.
20.
A used copy of The Grinch Christmas Adventures.
I'm going to say 10.
That shovelware piece of shit is selling used $30.
No fucking way.
$30. Can you believe that? What a fucking racket. That is
fucking
money
way.
laundering.
For a Grinch Stole Christmas game?
Whatever the fuck that is, yeah. So good job, Connor.
Shit.
Well done. You know the market very well.
He deserves the points, but that game does not deserve to sell for that much.
Yeah.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
I cosign.
Also, for the Switch, Pokemon Scarlet.
$40?
This is the newest release of Pokemon.
Fuck, I don't know how much.
For Switch games, I have no clue.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how much Switch games go for. I keep doing this, and I'm sorry to keep doing it, but 45.
And you did 40?
Yep. I think he's got it.
Yeah, he does, because
Yeah.
it sells for 55.
Yeah.
Connor, hey-oh, that's another 2.
Shit.
Baby, we're down to the last one.
Okay.
The last one. And just because this is a special one, if you nail this, that's 10 Jake bucks. Who's going first? Connor?
It is my turn, yes, sir.
The Xbox 360 version of Halo 4.
Xbox 360?
Yep.
Halo 4, Xbox 360.
Oh, come on.
40.
$40. Holy shit.
$30.
$30. Wow. That is selling for $5.
What the fuck?
Right?
It deserves it.
Isn't that crazy? $5, but American Wasteland is selling for $30. GameStop,
God
what are you
damn.
doing? Someone stop GameStop. Someone stop
Yeah,
them.
Stop that shit
I
now.
think they're going to stop themselves.
They're
That's what it sounds
they're
like.
speed running right towards the exit.
I
That
think
was
I've-
GameStop. Stop, GameStop. I got it wrong already.
GameStop. Stop, GameStop.
Kiba, you did very well. You did very, very well.
Thank you. Thank you very
I
much.
feel like I've heard that they've been speed running to the exit door for years now.
That is what I've been hearing as well.
Kiba, you got 19 Jake bucks right there. That's pretty
Hold
big.
on, hold on. Let me do the math.
Please.
51. Carry the 1. 70 Jake bucks.
70.
70 Jake bucks.
You are very close to being the next game champion.
Am I correct in assuming there's a second game?
Yes.
And you're not
you
gonna
would be
fucking
correct.
get those 5 points, I'll tell you right now. 5 Jake bucks, I'll tell you right now.
And Connor, that would be 13 Jake bucks that you just received.
Yes, sir.
Can you do the quick maths?
28.
28.
28. Hell yeah. All day long. Very even, 70 to 28.
Hell yeah.
You know,
We're
anyone's
close.
game. Anyone's
Close.
game.
Just a dick hair away.
Dick hair, one single one.
I am indeed, aren't I?
And with that, that brings us to our second game. Is everyone ready?
I'm so fucking ready.
This is
Stoked.
America's game. It's Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Oh, God, I'm not. I'm so not. But okay, let's go.
We have some grade school level trivia that for sure 100% will not embarrass anyone in this room.
No, not us.
No. Because inevitably, we're all going to get it correct.
Jake
right?
will be the fool here.
That's what I
Idiot.
say. I am a fool. I will give you 2 categories. When it is your turn, you will pick which category you are best at. The other player will then get the other category.
Ooh.
I'll read you the question. You'll answer. If you get it right, awesome. If you get it wrong, the other player has a chance to steal. So, who would like to go first?
I think I went first last time.
I think so. So you want me to go first?
Kiba? Yeah. We are going to start in the first grade. For a correct answer, you will get 1 Jake buck. Since this is GG easy, if you get it incorrect, you lose 3.
Oh!
Wow.
So, stakes are high.
Okay. All right.
Stakes are high.
So do I have to answer it like verbatim, word for word, or can I give you a general synopsis that's pretty much the answer?
I'm going to need it pretty goddamn close.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
So the 2 categories, Kiba, English and science. Which one would you like?
Science.
Science.
I'm good at English.
Kiba, what color do you get when you mix red and yellow?
Orange.
That's orange, baby.
What the fuck?
First grade, dog. I said GG easy.
I felt like I was going to get that wrong. Did you see me looking like orange? Yeah. I felt like somehow I was messing up.
It's like, how the fuck is that science?
I have no idea, but these are all real questions that were asked on the game show, and I pulled it just straight from there. So,
Okay. All right.
So
I'll give it to you, man.
that's how they did it.
Okay.
So Connor, you have English.
Yes.
What is the plural of moose?
Moose.
Final answer?
Yes.
That would be correct. That is
Brownie, baby.
correct.
I was so anxious. I thought I was going to get that wrong.
No, you nailed it. You nailed
nailed
it.
it. You
Fuck
did.
yeah.
You did a wonderful job.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
I
Yeah,
really
you-
was nervous.
you did a
I was
wonderful
like,
job.
oh shit, he's going to ask me something and I'm not going to know the first grade question and my life's falling apart.
No, you're doing good. You both got 1 Jake Buck, but there's still plenty of time to go.
Oh, yeah.
Connor, you'll be going first. We are now moving up to the 2nd grade. You've graduated. Well done.
Right.
Well done. Your 2 categories, social studies and math. And also, let me preface this. Again, a correct answer nets you 1 Jake Buck. An incorrect answer is -2. You lose 2.
I thought it was 3.
That was for 1st grade.
Well, because those are so
Okay.
easy.
Yeah,
okay,
we're moving up.
Okay.
We're moving up.
I see. Okay. But okay. Math.
You're going to take math.
Yes.
Bold.
And so you'll give Kiba social studies.
Social
Interesting.
studies.
Okay. So math.
Yes.
Connor, what is 144 divided by 12?
12.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You would be fucking correct. 2nd grade, GGEZ.
All right, lay it on me.
What is the name of the line that separates the northern and southern hemisphere?
The equator?
He says very unsure. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Do you want to think about that for a second?
No.
Okay. Because you would be correct. That's the equator.
I was pretty confident about that,
Okay,
too. That's
cool.
what I was thinking.
For some reason, I question everything. It's like, I know these answers, but my brain goes, do you really?
Yeah, see, I did the same
Yeah.
thing with the math question. I was like, oh, fuck, is that 12?
Yeah.
And it was. Again, good job. Good job. These are easy.
Third grade?
We're graduating. Moving up to
killing
3rd
it.
grade.
We're smarter than fucking 2nd graders, at least.
I'm so ready.
So, Kiba,
Let's do it.
it's your go. These are 3rd grade questions. We are now moving up. If you get a correct answer, it is 2 Jake Bucks.
Oh, fuck yes.
If you get it wrong, -1. You're going to lose 1, baby. So,
Okay, all right.
the categories English and science.
Science, bitch!
I'm good at English.
All right, science. What do you call an animal that eats only plants?
An herbivore.
Herbivore.
Hey, baby!
Dog.
Hey, bye, bye.
That's why they call me good.
Because of that.
Yeah.
Because he knows what an herbivore is. These are super easy, by
Well,
the
no,
way.
because I'm smarter than a 3rd grader.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you are. You
true.
can beat the fuck out of any 3rd
Oh,
grader.
dude. Hands down.
Let's see if I am smarter than a 3rd grader.
100 Kibas, 1 3rd grader. Who's coming out on top?
A 3rd grader.
Fuck yeah, dude.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I think, I mean, especially if I've got the knife.
Still the 3rd grader. Connor, English.
Oh, God.
Which word in this sentence is the adverb? She ran quickly towards the finish line.
Towards.
Towards. Final answer?
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Fuck!
That is incorrect. You lose 1 Jake Buck.
Was it quickly? Was it ran? Was it the? Was it
Since you got it
finish?
wrong, Kiba has a chance to steal.
Oh, no.
Which word is the adverb? If you get this wrong, you don't lose any.
Oh,
You just have a
quickly.
chance to steal. Quickly?
Yeah.
For sure?
No.
Yeah, it's quickly.
Okay, cool.
It's quickly. You
All
got
right.
2 Jake Bucks right
Yeah,
there.
I was fuck yeah. Okay. I thought
think
it
that-
was, but I still wasn't sure for some reason.
I think that was my second guess, wasn't it?
I don't remember, but it was close. It was either your 2nd or your 3rd.
It was your 2nd.
Yeah.
You'd be correct. Connor, not smarter than a 3rd grader.
It was in between your first wrong answer and the other 3 incorrect answers you gave.
I knew it was gonna. I was gonna be the first one to get one wrong. Shit.
All right, we are graduating up to the 4th grade.
I
Connor.
didn't fail. I still got pushed through.
Nah, no child left behind. You're
Nice,
good.
nice,
Yeah, you're
nice.
good, man. You
Nope.
can fail upwards.
I can fail upwards.
People often do.
So, we are now at the 4th grade. Still, 2 Jake Bucks for every correct answer, but now there is no punishment for an incorrect. Because we're
okay,
moving into
okay.
quote-unquote harder questions. Connor,
Yo.
geography or history?
History.
Ooh. I expected you to pick geography.
I did too.
Yeah.
Who
I feel
wrote
Like I don't know the planet enough.
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
This is a shot in the dark. Is it George Washington?
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, I knew it would be.
Kiba, chance to steal.
Samuel Adams.
Great beer. Actually, bad beer. I don't actually.
I've never tried either, honestly.
No, that
No,
would
yeah.
that would be very much incorrect.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
It's Thomas Jefferson.
That was
Thomas
my
Jefferson.
second guess.
Big TJ. Come on.
I should have known that.
You should have.
I should have known
You
that
really
very
should have.
much.
Yeah.
You should have also known
I
that.
should have.
All right, Kiba.
Absolutely should have.
Here's your geography question. What is the capital of New York?
New York.
Final
Well, New
answer.
York City.
New York City?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I was.
Connor.
Oh wait! Oh my God, that is wrong. Holy what the fuck? God, I'm an idiot.
The capital of New York.
You know. It's been in so many movies. It's a focal point of so many movies. I can't even steal this one because I already fucked up.
There's
God
two
damn
places
it.
I have in mind, and I don't even know if they're fucking, I don't know, Boston.
A, not in New York.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't fucking know.
And B, that's still incorrect. Do you want to have another guess, just off the record?
Manhattan?
No, Manhattan is still New York City.
Oh,
It is Albany.
Oh,
Albany, New York.
I didn't know that.
I do know that there's an alcohol named Albany.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're stupid, dude.
Yeah,
we're
fourth
dumb
grade.
as fuck.
Fourth grade is where it's fallen off the rails.
Hey, I
Third
made it,
for me.
I made it. Through,
That is.
I made it through twice that many grades before I dropped out.
Oh,
Nice, dude.
proud of you. Proud of you.
Shouldn't be.
So we are still in fourth grade.
Is this a bonus question?
No, we're still
We
there.
just didn't pass.
Didn't pass. You guys suck. So Kiba, science or English?
Science,
Science.
bitch.
What is the process in which plants convert sunlight?
Photosynthesis.
That is photosynthesis. You would
I
be
knew that one.
correct.
Of course you did. Of
I
course you
really-
know all of the answers right after I say them, don't
No, sure, I just didn't say it out loud, but I knew that one.
you? Yeah. Have you noticed that, Jake? That every time I answer one correctly, he goes, I knew that.
I knew that one.
Yeah.
So that would bring English to you, Connor.
Yes.
You've gotten like all of the English ones. You do speak it.
That was the first one I got wrong.
Where does the comma go in this sentence?
Let's hear it. I know this one.
Before we eat, let's wash our hands.
Before we eat, comma, let's wash our hands.
Final answer?
Yes.
That. That is correct.
You made me
Hey.
nervous. I was like, is that wrong? Why are you pausing?
For dramatic effect.
I gave you the bullhorn, though.
I
You
know,
did,
but
you did.
still, I felt like, oh, that's wrong. Why is that wrong?
Oh, good job. Now we're moving up to fifth grade. Graduation.
Oh, you
Graduation.
didn't ask him his? Oh, wait, that was...
Yeah, I
okay,
did
okay,
mine
okay, okay,
before
okay,
you.
okay, okay, okay.
You got me nervous. I was like, wait, did I not? He just got it so fast. So, Connor,
Yes.
fifth grade. Correct answer nets you 3 Jake Bucks. Still no penalty if you lose.
Hurt.
U.S. government and science.
Science.
What is the name of the galaxy that we live in?
Milky Way.
That is the Milky Way.
Of course you didn't pick government.
Fuck no, I don't know shit about it.
Yeah, I know. We discovered that neither of us do.
But you're going to turn it around. You got it right here. Yeah. How long is a term for a member of the U.S. House of Representatives?
You know this one. I know this one.
10 years?
10 years? Final answer?
Wait.
House of Rep, not president.
Shit, I don't know this one.
Yeah, I figured that you thought president as soon as
I
it came
did.
up. I'm going to say 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is incorrect.
Lay
That
it
is
on me.
absolutely
Lay it-
incorrect.
Lay it on me.
Now, Connor, what do you got? You have a chance to steal right here.
The absolute longest?
What is
The
how
average
long?
term.
Yeah, how long is a term for a member of U.S. House of Representatives?
Isn't it 6 years?
6 years. That is incorrect.
Okay.
Is it 4 years?
It is 2. A senator, I believe, has 6-year terms,
Okay.
but House of Reps only have 2 years.
Yeah, so we don't know anything about the government.
Yeah, it's a
do we?
whiff. That's a whiff on both.
I knew 6 was somewhere.
Much like most people discussing tariffs right now, we do not understand what's happening.
We're dumb.
Ha,
We do videos
Right.
on the internet. We're dumb.
fucking idiots.
Kiba, geography or math?
Is it still 5th?
Still
Geography.
fifth. Geography.
I'm going to give it a shot.
What is the biggest river in the world?
Panama Canal?
Final answer, Panama.
Yeah, because it's not technically... I mean, it is technically a river, isn't it? It's just man-made. Right? Yeah, so I'm going to say Panama Canal, yeah.
Interesting. That is very much incorrect. Connor,
The
chance
biggest,
to steal.
biggest river in the world?
Biggest river.
The Nile?
It is the Nile.
Shit!
It is the Nile, 100%.
Wow.
Shit.
Well done.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks. Shit. I'm proud of me too.
Yeah.
That's
You
big
might-
dick shit.
Honestly, man, you might make it to college.
Thanks, dude.
Let's see if you can get this one right.
Yeah.
You might make it out of the slums.
So math would be your category.
Yeah.
What is the result of 3 squared?
27.
Final answer?
Yes.
That's incorrect. Kiba, 3 squared.
Oh, I was thinking cubed. Oh
Yeah,
my
you
god.
were. You were.
I don't know, dude. Nobody can do that math.
Math numbers go that big?
39.
39.
Really?
Wow, that is still incorrect.
Yeah.
Connor, you know it, right?
9.
9, yeah.
I actually thought about saying 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I should have said it.
Whiff on math. Connor went for the more difficult answer
Yeah.
of cubing 3.
Fuck. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, dude, I don't know
Wow.
math. I know 1 through 10.
Can that count for something since I went the extra mile?
Oh, no.
I just did it more than once.
Oh, absolutely.
You get one of
no.
these.
Nah,
You get a big old thumbs up. Crisp. Yeah.
Don't you understand how the games work?
A well-ironed good job.
And so with that brings us to the end. We have our final question, and that goes to the person with the most Jake Bucks, which is almost certainly going to be Connor.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Well, I mean, the most overall is me.
By a wide margin.
Yeah, I won. I won, so
You-
I'm definitely getting the games next week.
That is very true.
Or, yeah.
Kiba, you had 8.
Yeah?
Connor, you had 10.
Ooh.
9, actually. 9, because you lost one, so just barely. Just barely.
Beat me by a point. If we had tied, would we have to bare knuckle box to figure out who gets this next one?
Absolutely. Fuck. To the death. To the death. So we are moving all the way up to 8th grade.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 categories. You pick whichever one you want. The other one's just thrown away.
Okay.
Science and geography. Correct answer will net you 5 Jake Bucks.
More science.
Science. What is the chemical symbol for iron?
Oh shit, I've got no idea. Chemical symbol, is that a number?
No.
Chemical symbol.
It's not a symbol either. It's
It's what it's
Is
called.
it the table of elements thing?
Table of
yeah.
elements.
It's
For iron. Fucking THC.
Close, but no. You don't get the points, but do you know it, Kiba?
It's not THL, is it?
It is not.
All right, what is it?
It's Fe.
I knew that.
You were not close at all.
Not even a little
Yeah.
bit.
That was my second guess.
Well, no one is smarter than an 8th grader. That's for damn sure.
Did you ask him an 8th grade question yet?
No, it's just for you. You had the
Yeah,
most points.
You got the bonus.
Okay.
You got the bonus.
Oh!
That was a bonus just for whoever came in lead.
Yeah, that was an
Whoever had the
opportunity
lead.
for
Yep.
you to get ahead, and you
Yeah.
squandered it.
Yeah.
You did. You,
I
you,
did.
you absolutely pissed it away.
I fucked up. What can we, just for
No.
the sake of it, ask the geography question too?
I will, yeah.
Nice.
What?
You said no, so I'm flicking you off.
The geography question is, what ocean is the deepest in the world? There are only, 4 oceans? 5 oceans?
Technically 4, I think.
The Mariana Trench is the deepest part of the ocean, right?
Yeah. Deepest
I
part
don't
on the planet.
know. I don't know where that is. I want to say
I'm gonna throw my hat in with Pacific.
that's what I was about to say. Pacific. I was thinking opposite side of Florida.
Yeah, that would be correct. It
Yeah.
is the Pacific Ocean. Yeah.
So I would have won that one.
So, Kiba, at the end of our games, oh my god, you have 78. You are our game champion. Buckle up, man. You got some fucking games to put together.
That's
Yeah,
me,
dude, you got
baby.
extra responsibility.
Yeah, you got extra work, dog. Jake gets less of it. Hell yeah. Connor, that brings you to 37.
Nice.
Halfway.
I was about to say that. I'm about
Halfway?
halfway
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Halfway.
Just about.
Wow. Look at that. Look at
Shit.
that. You'll get there someday, man.
Shit.
Even if you have to crawl, you'll get there.
I'll get there. I give it 2 more podcasts and I'll be there.
Oh, and he will crawl. 2? Because next week doesn't count.
Because there will be no Jake Bucks given
I
whenever
will be
Connor.
running the games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He might give out some Yakub Bucks.
Yeah,
So
and
maybe
we don't know
3.
what the real world conversion rate for Yakub Bucks is at the moment. It fluctuates so heavily, so frequently.
Yeah. Mark
True.
it. Woo,
True.
swings
True.
left and right. All right. And with that, that is the game section. That brings us to the
Recommended!
page. So here at the Totally Not a Podcast, at the end of every episode, we do what is called the recommended page, where we each take a moment to try and shine a light on something that we just want other people to check out, something we want to just try and give some props to. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
What do you got, baby?
I am going to recommend Gingy. He's a YouTuber that does retrospective and video essay work. He just did a couple videos, one for Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's pretty good. But if I was going to
Retrospective on something that just came out? Is he talking about...
the story retrospective. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's less of like gameplay retrospective and more of synopsis and retrospective of like thoughts and story breakdown.
Gotcha,
you know?
gotcha.
So he'll break down the story, and then at the end he'll give his thoughts, kind of talk about the high points, the low points, stuff like that,
Interesting, okay.
But it's not necessarily a review, But he's got some really good content. He does one going over the story and gameplay in the BioShock series. That's really, really good. If you got 2 hours to sink it into that.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I love BioShock. I love the story of it.
So
yeah.
good, dude.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
love it.
wait to play it
I
on the
love
channel.
BioShock.
Yeah.
I would
So
be happy
excited.
to play that for the channel.
I know you would.
I would love it. I would love it. We should each pick one and we'll all play one.
One more time. The name.
Gingy.
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 It'll all be down in the description below.
We
Connor.
leave it all in the link dump every week. Please click those links. YouTube pays attention when you click links in our link dump, and it makes a big difference in what gets recommended. So even if you just exit off, just click it and then exit off.
Yeah. Connor, what do you got?
I am going to recommend another YouTuber. His name is Evan Helbing, I think his name is. He plays older, like, PlayStation 2 and original Xbox games, and then basically reviews them, kind of does commentary throughout, like, the story of the game. He usually just does, like, 15, 20-minute videos, but he's really goofy and really silly in the way he does things. One thing specifically, it makes a lot of, like, silly references or jokes. He was playing one of the Rugrats games, and he goes, much like, he was playing something, but he goes, much like playing hide and seek with the Rugrats, I found a Tommy, because he found a Tommy gun, and he just makes jokes like that, and
That's funny.
He
Yeah.
adds little gifs and shit like that, and it's just hilarious. But yeah, I guess I would say go check that guy out. I like his videos.
One more time.
Evan Helbling, Helbling.
Is that his God-given name?
I don't know.
'Cause that's pretty
Probably.
cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty
but
cool.
It's more than likely not.
And he's got a cat
Oh, I love cats.
who features in a lot of his videos.
For me, I am going to recommend a game. I believe it is on probably everything known to man. It's also on Game Pass, but it is called The Case of the Golden Idol. Phenomenal. Fucking nominal.
Okay. How long is it?
Jilly and I beat it in a week. I mean, just kind of playing it a little bit off and on. 10 hours, maybe? If that. It also depends on your fucking brain pan, because it's a puzzle game, and the way it's set up is there is this golden idol that this character finds, and he dies, and the idol kind of passes from hand to hand, and you're kind of seeing the crazy shit that is going on around this idol. Every level is like a different mystery you have to solve. It's almost always a murder that is happening around this idol, and you're trying to figure out who all the people are that are involved and who killed who, and you can like look in people's pockets and see like the letters they have, and you can look in their trash cans and see like the crumpled up notes, and everything will kind of point you towards
It all pieced together.
Yeah, and the story that this game tells is actually like really interesting about, you know, power and greed and corruption, and it kind of takes this sort of mystical kind of route as we're kind of going through it, but it's really cool. It's super inventive. It is honestly probably my favorite game that I have played in recent years. It is number one for me. It is so much fun. And part of that is also because my significant other and I were sitting and playing it, and we just had a good time together. Yeah. But it's like a lot of really tricky puzzles, stuff that we would play through and then go, well, I don't fucking know. What the fuck? And then we would sit and take a break, and we would come back and look at it, and it's like, oh, we didn't look at what this guy is saying or what is in this guy's pocket. Oh, it pieces together, and then you're able to kind of go from there. So sometimes it takes a little bit to solve, but there wasn't a single one that we ever had to like look up any answers for. Like everything is solvable right there, and it's got this great ramp too, where the beginning is really easy and the end is really fucking hard, but it teaches you how to play the game as you go, so you're able to learn the nuance of how the puzzles are set up. And oh, it's so much fun. It's so good. I can't recommend it enough. There's a sequel that just came out at the end of last year that I'm going to get and we're going to play next, but it is The Case of the Golden Idol.
The sequel, same studio and everything?
I believe so, yeah.
I might check that out. I like puzzle games.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. A lot of reading. And the animation in it is this like really creepy, I would guess maybe hand-drawn 2D animation. It's really cool. Super, super cool. But yeah.
There's a newer game on Game Pass called like Blue Mansion.
Blueprints, baby.
No, I don't think that's it. There's like a mansion, and you go through the rooms of the house, but like it goes by days, and every day that you restart, you make it a little bit further into the house, I guess, but each door leads to a different place. It's a different layout every day. You know what I mean?
Okay. Is that Blueprints?
I guess it could be, but I don't think it is.
Okay. Did it just come out?
It was just put on Game Pass. I know that.
Okay.
So is it Blueprints?
I think it's Blueprints.
Yeah? Okay. That's probably the one. I was thinking it was like Blue Mansion or something. I remember it being an M word.
But yeah, that brings us to the very end of the podcast. This Monday, we just put out a video on Hitman. It is a very small taste of our new series. It's going to be coming up after Resident Evil 4, whenever that is.
Yeah.
Whenever, who knows?
Someday.
Hopefully soon. We also put out a video on Squirrel with a Gun last week. Oh, everyone check it out. I really enjoyed that one.
I love that series.
It is. That's a long video. It's almost an hour.
It is.
I edited that one, and I really thought it was going to be over an hour, and it's just shy.
Yeah, I think it's great though.
Yeah,
I think it's a wonderful video.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's a goofy ass game. It might take us a little bit, but we're going to get all the way through it.
We are.
Yeah, I think we all have fun with it in our own way.
I have a lot of fun with it. I think it's a cute little game, man.
Yeah, this Friday, as always, we have yet another episode of Resident Evil 4 OG coming out. Connor, how's that series going for you?
It's grueling.
Because Connor is editing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's miserable for him.
Yeah.
I want to say poor dude.
Specifically because of those goddamn error sounds and that goddamn TMP.
Yeah, that fucking
sorry.
SMG.
Sorry, man.
I blame Kiba more than I blame you, Jake. He
Thank
was
you.
the
Really?
one that said, we gotta fucking do this.
Really, you blame me more than you blame him? We could have beat the game if he played better.
We
would have already been done with the game by now.
I'll still take some of the blame because I was the one that was like, I mean,
No.
I can do that for you.
Connor,
but
you don't need to take any of the blame. Put it on him.
No,
the game's hard.
If
That
I
game's
was playing
fucking
it, I'd be
hard,
missing
though.
a lot
the
of shots too.
game is hard.
Yeah.
It's significantly harder when you
Yeah.
don't fucking aim before you shoot.
If I was
panic. There's so much panic. Yeah.
If I was playing, I'd be missing all over the place too. So I don't
Yeah.
blame him for that at all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that. We appreciate everyone who has been keeping up with that series and everything else. I hope everyone's enjoying what we've got going on.
Yeah.
Please subscribe if you haven't. Drop a comment down below. We love hearing from everyone. Share it with a friend if you know anyone that might enjoy what it is that we're doing over here.
Anyone at all.
Remember, as always, to check back every other Wednesday for another episode of the Totally Not a Podcast. Love you.
Au revoir.
Peace and love.